In this video we are going to look at choosing a selection of news posts or blog posts and assign them to a category and then have that category display on a different page other than the blog page. So let's just say we have some sample posts here which I've created, sample post or post sample 1, 2 and 3, and we will take those and we will display those and only those posts on, say, the About Us page. Maybe somewhere on the About Us page, maybe in a container down here at the bottom or something. Okay, so let's jump into WordPress. We'll go to our posts section and we can see here that we have our 3 posts, and at the moment they are all assigned to only one category called latest news, as are other categories or other posts also assigned to this latest news category, and there is no tags attributed to these posts. So what we need to do now is, in order to display only those 3 posts on a different page, we need to make them somehow unique and have some unique identifier for them. So that can be either a new tag or a new category. So I'm going to do both just to prove that both work. So I'm going to jump into categories here. I'm going to create a new category and I'm just going to call it sample cat. And I will scroll down and add that category. Okay, now we've got our sample category created. I'm also just going to create a new tag as well, and we can create tags actually on the fly when we're creating posts or editing posts, as you can with categories. So actually let's just go into our posts and we'll add a tag on the fly. So I'll just go into our first post, and what I want to do is I want to assign this post and all our other posts to our new category. So we can also keep it assigned to the latest news category if we wanted to display under that category on the blog page, so that's fine, we'll leave that. We're just basically adding a new category to it, and we'll say sample tag as well. Okay, so now this has got 2 unique identifiers to it. It's got sample tag and sample cat, which is short for category. So I'm going to update that, and I'm going to do the exact same now for our 2 other posts. So I'll flick back to all posts, and just quickly then I'll open both of these in new windows just so I can work on them a little bit quicker. So I'm going to, for post number 2 now, set the same category, and I'm going to search and try and assign the same tag that we created as well. Sample tag, there it is, perfect. Okay, and update, and I'll do the same now just for the last post, post 3. So set our category, and let's take a look for our tag. There it is, sample tag, and add that and update. Okay, brilliant. Now if we go back to WordPress, all posts, let's just refresh this page and see what it looks like. Okay, so now we can see sample category is assigned to only these 3, as is sample tag. So that's great. We know we can use one of those now to display all of these posts on a page. So let's go to pages, and we're going to look for the about page. Just close these other windows up here and edit. And I see I have one big container there with lots of different things in it, so I could add a new column and then add an element to that column, or I could just create a new container, either or. So let's just create a new container for the sake of it, and we'll say this container is going to contain 1 column. So there we go, now we've got a new container, and inside it, it's got 1 column, and in that column now we can add an element. So I'll just quickly label this container as well. This is just for the back end, just so we can sort of see what's going on here. So we'll just say blog posts, sample blog posts. So this might help just as a description for yourself or someone else coming to edit later on, so they have an idea what this container contains. Okay, so let's add our element now. And we're going to add a blog element in this instance. So blog is right here in front of us, but as always we can filter search up here. So if we wanted a blog, we could just start typing blog, and we can see there it is there as well. So we'll add that, and we can set our layout. So there's lots of different layouts we can take a look at. I'm just going to go for medium alternate, and posts per page. Let's just bring that back to 3. So you can have that display as many posts as you like per page. So as I said, I'll leave that at 3. We can set the offset, so if we wanted to skip a number of posts, if we wanted to skip, say, the first post, or the second, or 2 posts, or 3 posts, or whatever, but again, I'm going to set that to 0. So now we can say what we want to actually get posts by. Do we want to pull our posts into this block by a category or a tag? And either or is fine because we've set up a specific category and a specific tag. So let's go ahead and say we want to only pull in blog posts associated with the category sample category. There we go. Done. As easy as that. Or we could even exclude categories as well. So if we wanted to pull in all categories except for one particular category, we could do the same as well. So we could say all posts except for test 1, and then we could actually remove that there altogether and work it that way if we wanted. But we'll keep it the way we have it. And we can then order by post date. Yep, that sounds good to me. There's obviously other options there. You can choose ascending or descending. So I typically go with descending. We can say whether or not we want to show the thumbnail, the title, if we want to link to the title of the post to be linkable. So we leave that as yes as well. The excerpt to display, so that's the short paragraph that you sort of see, the kind of intro bit to the post. So we'll say yeah, and that's going to pull in the first 10 characters or words, or you can up that or down that to whatever you want. So I will leave that set to about 10 is fine. So most of the stuff you're just sort of leaving as default. You might want to show or hide some information like the author name, things like that, categories. I'm going to leave all of this on, and yeah, I think that's all good. Pagination there is basically just to scroll through the blogs, the different posts on this particular page. So you can have it just as, you click next, page 2, page 3, page 4, or you can have it infinite scroll, or you can click a load more button if there's more posts. So the way we're only displaying, I think, is 3 posts. So it will display 3 posts, and then if there was more posts assigned to the category, you'll be given the option to say, click to the next page or load more. So look, to put that into effect, we know we've 3 posts, so let's just make this down to 2, and then that way there'll be 1 more post to load, and we'll see that effect as well. Okay, so I'm going to save that, and that's job done. So let's update this page now. We're updating the about page, and now when I refresh on the about page on the front end of our website and scroll down to the bottom, we should see our new blog section with 2 posts from our sample category. There it is, and now we have the load more option here to display the 3rd post, because we know there's 3 there, and that's that. So that's how you display posts. So we can do the same again, just to prove you can do it by tag. So let's go back in and edit that. We'll set that to 3 this time. You can even set that up as far as 6 if you wanted, and it'll only display a maximum of 6 per page, even though we only have 3, so you can leave that at say 6. This time we're going to go by tag, and the tag we're going to choose this time is sample tag, so it's going to pull all posts with the sample tag attributed to them. We can do the same again, we can exclude tags, that's fine. Let's this time just change maybe to a grid layout just to see what that looks like. So you can have a grid layout, the number of columns, 3 is fine. So that's going to give us a 3-column structure, and we know we have 3 posts and with a maximum of 6 per page, and then at that point you can turn on pagination, which is down here with the load more button. So again, all of these options we can probably leave as they are. I think I'm happy enough with everything. All we really want to do is set the tag. Okay, so let's save that this time and update and see what it looks like. Okay, so there's a 3-column structure now using the grid post layout. So that looks nice as well, and it's showing, I think, 10 words there as well. So you can up that to show a little bit more. So let's just change that quickly as well, just to get some idea of the usability of some of these items. So let's change that from 10 to let's say 25. Whoops, not 125. So we should see a bit more text here now for each of these posts when we refresh. And we can do this. We can see a nice little intro there, and then we can click on either the link here or the post title or this read more to actually go and click through to the rest of the article. So this is the other stuff you can hide, this meta stuff here. So for example, you might not want to display the author or the category or the tag, for example. So let's turn some of that stuff off to reduce some of the clutter. So that is down here in our options. So let's say, yeah, we want to show the title. We want the title to be linked. That's fine. So if we turn off the meta, that should probably hide all of the things, but we leave that on and just select the things we don't want to show. So let's say we want to hide the author's name. We'll keep the category. Comments are off, so we can hide those. Let's keep the date as well, so people know what category and date the post was written to. We want the read more link as well, and we can hide the tags. Okay, and we'll update that now, and that might just tidy it up a little bit, get rid of some of this information here. So let's refresh and see what we're left with. Yeah, a little bit tidier there now. Okay, so that's how you select a particular set of posts by either category or tag and display them somewhere else on a different page on your website.